welcome back to the fabulous channel. Welcome back to the City of Sin. If you are new to the channel or stopping in for your first time, my name is Ryan. I will be your host. We are here at Excalibur in Las Vegas, so let's check it out. Straight ahead of me here, we do have the Sword and the Stone bar. That's kind of like the big chill that you've seen at Mandalay Bay and also at the Luxor. Be wary, like we've already talked about, those deep drinks get to you, especially when you get to the bottom where all the alcohol is kind of hidden. So be careful, be wary. But if you guys remember, in that Luxor video, I asked you how many steps we took during that last Las Vegas vacation. That answer is going to be in the top right hand corner, so click on that little icon now, and that will display how many steps we took here in Las Vegas. But now I'll take you up to where the lobby is, so if you're checking here in at Excalibur, this would be the spot to do so. These chandeliers are absolutely epic. Look at these things, guys. The theming on this resort is awesome. I love the medieval theme. These chandeliers definitely tie it in and pull it off, and it looks absolutely awesome. Over on my right hand side, you'll see the lobby bar over there. Every Las Vegas casino and resort in Vegas has one of these lobby bars. Usually a pretty good spot to chill when you just get in from the airport, or if you're leaving for the airport to catch a drink. But they do have these long lines here. I will show you and tell you how to avoid those lines, because if you got a Players Club card, you don't even need to stand there. So I will talk about that here a little bit. You'll have to remind me, but I'm going to show you some of the rest here at the Excalibur. So if you guys remember, I also asked if you guys knew the biggest jackpot hand pay that I hit. That jackpot hand pay I did hit at the Luxor, and I asked you guys what was the amount of the jackpot hand pay. So in the top right hand corner, that will be your answer right now. So I hope you guys were right. If you were right, be sure to comment down in the comment section I was right, and do it at 4K Vegas, so it will come directly to me. I'll see it right away, and we'll see if you're right for the next video question that I give to you guys. I'll release that question here towards the end of the video, and I'm going to release the answer in the strip walk video, so you'll have to check that out. Straight ahead was the Royal Tower there, so if you're staying here at Excalibur, the Royal Tower is back that way. Off on my left hand side, this is Johnny Rockets. I cannot seem to pull my dad away from this place. Every time we come to Vegas, the only thing he wants to eat is burgers and fries. If you ask him what he wants, Johnny Rockets. If you ask him what he wants to eat, it's burgers and fries. So it's kind of funny. I try and experience my dad to bigger and better things here in Las Vegas, but Johnny Rockets just seems to hit home with him, so I'm glad he's found a place that he likes to come when we're here in Vegas. Over on my left-hand side is the Sherwood Forest Bar. Now, if you're looking for a good drink, these do have gaming stations in, so if you're sitting at the bar, you can still play when you're sitting at the Sherwood Forest Bar. And up on my left-hand side, there's another motorcycle bar. I think it's called Barless up here on my left-hand side. This left-hand side will take you over to where the poker room is here at the Excalibur, as well as their sports book. The rotunda is ahead as well, which will take you to where your self-park and stuff like that is. So I'll show you that a little bit further up here. But over on my right-hand side, this is what they consider to be the poker room here at the Excalibur. I played here a few times, pretty decent limits. They usually have 1-2 going on pretty much all the time. 1-2 no limit hold'em, so pretty good spot to chill. They got another bar over here, so if you need to catch a drink, you can always do that there. You can always catch free drinks though if you're playing when the waitresses come around, so be sure to look out for them. Be sure to tip your waitresses. That will ensure that they keep coming back and giving you drinks here in Vegas. You don't tip, you won't get another drink, and you're going to be paying for everything. So remember, a tip goes a long way here in the City of Sin. Be sure to tip higher when you get that first drink, and then gradually step your tip down. Because if you tip them well on the very first one, they'll bring your second one even quicker, because they think they're going to get the same tip that they got the first time, because that's usually what people do here in Vegas. People are really consistent, they do what they do, and that's one way to get yourself some drinks here in Vegas. So I hope you enjoyed that little tip. Over on my right is Starbucks. They're a dime a dozen here in Vegas. They're everywhere you go. Every time you blink, they multiply. The rotunda is straight ahead, and shit, there's security. I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but well, he seems to be preoccupied. But you go down to where security is running that bike. That will take you out to the parking garage area, and then I'll show you how to get to the pool with the other tower here. So they had the Royal Tower over at the other one, or at the other side, and then I'll show you the other tower here at the Excalibur. They do have two, so I'll show you that here to come. Now, once we get onto the casino floor here, I'll show you a little bit around. Over on my left-hand side, this is the high limit lounge here at Excalibur. So if you want some high limit slots, it's backed by the Rotunda and Starbucks. So just ask where Starbucks is. They'll point you in the right direction, get you over there. All these slot machines, they seem to be all pretty updated, pretty new here at the Excalibur. They have a lot of new games that I've seen here, which is awesome. The Locket Links are always a huge favorite here in Vegas. It's tough to try and get a spot at some of those. The Cash Cow from the Planet Moolah, oh man, those machines, every time I sit down, they're always packed. You have to wait just to get a spot, and when you get a spot, you usually don't want to sit down because there's a reason why the person in front of you left in the first place. So it's always interesting to see all the new games and stuff that they come out with here in the City of Sin. But I have noticed that they do have a lot of new gameplay here at the Excalibur. They have craps, they have blackjack, and they also have some other different games like roulette for table play. Right now, I do see a $5 blackjack table, but that's full. They offer $5 blackjack all day, every day here at the Excalibur. But that table is usually plumb full. It's hard to get a spot, just like some of those Locket Links and Planet Moolah. So over to the right, I do see some $10 and $15 tables as well. They also have a few 25s. We'll kind of come around back towards that here after I take you down here. Over on my left-hand side is going to be the cash cage and also where the security desk is here. So that's why I've kind of avoided the left side here. And I hope you all can understand. They definitely do frown upon filming inside these resorts and casinos. If you do get seen by security, they'll usually just say, hey, you know, you're not allowed to film in this place. Please just stop recording. So that will happen sometimes, but it's generally a cat and mouse game. It depends on how good the cat is and how good the mouse is. But I figured out I'm a pretty good mouse and I have a way to fool a cat. So usually I never get stopped. So anyway, we're going to continue this tour and keep going down towards the tower, and this will actually take you over to the pool and spa as well. So this is the Resort Tower. The other tower is the Royal Tower. So remember, Resort Tower is by Baja Fresh. The Royal Tower is over by Johnny Rockets. But the pool and spa, well, the spa is open, but the pool is not. Unfortunately, this trip is during February, so it is way too damn cold to go swimming. And that's why I'm not going to waste your time in walking to a pool that's closed. And I hope you understand that's why I didn't go to the pool in the Luxor, because there's really nothing to see. It's empty, there's no water, so there's no chairs or anything like that set up. So pointless to even go out there. So I'll have to redo the pools here when I get here in the summertime, but I will announce some trip dates a little bit later. Baja Fresh is over on my left-hand side. It's a Mexican grill similar to Chipotle or Qdoba. It's a really good spot to eat. I definitely enjoy my Baja Fresh. I usually will always stop at Baja Fresh when I come to Las Vegas. Dick's Last Resort is over on my left-hand side. This is a restaurant, so if you want a good bite to eat, you could always stop in at Dick's. The pricing is pretty reasonable. I think the most expensive thing that I've seen on their menu, I believe, is like 15, 16, 17 bucks, somewhere in there. So very reasonably priced for a restaurant here within a resort, casino, and hotel here in Vegas. Now, they do have multiple layers to the Excalibur. Downstairs, they do have a little arcade area, which I'll kind of show you at the end. I'm not going to go down there because it's usually just a spot for kids. They also do have the show. I forget what the hell it's called here. But anyway, I'll kind of show you upstairs here. So I'll take a right. I will take you upstairs. Buca de Bipo is upstairs. The Camelot Steakhouse is going to be upstairs as well. The buffet is up there. And also the food court here at Excalibur is located on the second level. Now, this second level that I'm about to show you, this is a way to walk to the Luxor, and it also connects to Mandalay Bay as well. So if it's raining outside and you don't want to have to go walk to the tram outside of Excalibur, you could always take this inside way, stay dry the entire time. There's no reason to even go outside. So when it's extremely hot in the summertime, this is a nice little shortcut, but they do air condition the monorail, so it's always something to consider. Another broken escalator here in Las Vegas does not surprise me at all. This city never seems to have an escalator running somewhere. So I don't know if it's just rigged, if the escalator repair guy is just making fat bank. Maybe I need to go into a different career and maybe consider escalation repairs and move out to Vegas and maybe make a living and a decent one at it. Buca di Beppo is over on the left-hand side. This is an Italian place for pasta, pizza. They got wine, a bunch of cocktails, all sorts of stuff up there. Over on my right, this will kind of take you over to where the buffet is here at the Excalibur, and this will kind of take you around the food court 24/7 up there. That is one of the essential shops, like I told you guys. Kind of stay away from them. Really overpriced, kind of spendy. But if you do have to go to them, make sure you use your Players Club card. If you're a high enough Players Club card tier, you will get a certain percentage off on discounts. So I think it's like 10% or something like that that you'll be able to get at the 24/7. I think it's 10%, but anyway, use your card. You'll get a little bit of a discount. Not huge, like I said. Everything's grossly overpriced there. Straight ahead of me is the buffet here at Las Vegas. Now, All You Can Vegas, Derek actually did a review of this place. He said it was okay. Derek, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this one. I think that this buffet was probably one of the worst I've ever had in my life, and probably the worst one that I've ever had here in Vegas. So I didn't just try this place once. I tried it for lunch. I also tried it for dinner, and both times it was not good. Like, it has something about it where it's just very, very basic. Nothing that really stands out that screams, this is amazing, spend $30 per person here. To me, I would rather spend my $30 and up it and put another 20 down and go eat a steak right here at the Camelot Steakhouse instead. So that's just me. You can save your money if you want to. If I were to choose a buffet in Las Vegas, it would not be this one. The Luxor does have a pretty decent buffet, so if you're gonna check that out, it's pretty good. The Excalibur one, I kind of shy away from. Up here, this will take you to the food court, or this is the food court, I should say. And if you keep walking straight here, this is that inner walkway that will take you all the way down to Mandalay Bay, and it will stop you at the Luxor before. So if you want to go that inside way, like we were talking about before, when it's really hot or when it's raining here in Vegas, you can go this way. A lot of people say, does it ever rain in the desert? Yes, it does. And the old saying here in Sin City is, when it rains, it pours, because it has nowhere to go. The ground is all dry and hard, so the water just flows everywhere. But let's check out the food court here at Excalibur. So over on my right, we have Cinnabon. After that, it is Pickup Sticks, Einstein Bros, Popeyes, and Hot Dog on a stick down there at the end. They do have some more food choices here in the food court. They also have Krispy Kreme, which was over on my left, over by the Camelot Steakhouse, and they do have some other food eats here as well. So the Popeyes here, I've eaten here a few times. It's always been pretty decent, never really had any issues there. Hot Dog on a stick, I've never ate there before, so I don't know if it's good or bad. I haven't really seen anybody there in all the times that I've been at this food court. So I don't know how well it is or how good it is, but maybe that would say something. On my right is the breakfast burgers. On my left is Schlotzsky's. So if you like a good cold cut sandwich, Schlotzsky's is awesome. They have hot sandwiches. Schlotzsky's is a really good place. Pizza Hut straight ahead, I've eaten there before as well. Pretty decent. I think the last time I was here I had like a personal pan pizza or something like that. Straight ahead is a gift shop, so if you need to grab gifts for your friends and family, if they want souvenirs here from Vegas, you can definitely stop here. You can do your shopping around in these little gift shops, but it really doesn't make a difference where you go for that, because pretty much the prices is only going to vary by a little bit, maybe $1 or so, and they pretty much have all the same shit. So it doesn't really change from any other one. My recommendation is to actually go to the Premium Outlet Mall. If you know where that is, it's on South Las Vegas Boulevard. I think it's on Las Vegas Boulevard and Windmill Place, I think is the cross intersection. But they have a bunch of places to eat. They also have a bunch of souvenir shops. They also have cheap luggage and stuff like that. Now, unfortunately, this escalator going down does not work. I'd rather have one going down not work than one going up and not work. But I will take you guys back to the casino floor. This was the upstairs. Downtown, they do have the Tournament of Kings. I remembered it. Now that I see the video, I can remember. Yes, that's the Tournament of Kings right on that TV. So you'll have to check that out. It is a pretty cool show. They do a dinner and a show. So you'll have to ask Kid if it's any good. I didn't see it yet, but I always wanted to check it out. More table games over on my right-hand side. And like I said, the limits here that I'm seeing 10, 15, pretty standard during the day. Sometimes at nights it'll be 15, 25 will usually be what you will see. But we are coming up here at the end. So my next question for you guys is, how much video data did we capture in Vegas? Remember, I shoot at a minimum of 4K at 30 frames per second. So the question is in the top right. Pick your choice. It's multiple choice, but I hope you guys like this video. Be sure to like this video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you had not already done so. Consider supporting the channel on Patreon. This only brings more Las Vegas content to you guys. But as always, my name is Ryan in this fabulous city of sin. Until next time, my friends.